Hey, Courtney Adams, and today and Back to Basics, we are going to talk about a monthly focus as far as a dollar amount in your business. So, this just goes right along with goals and being consistent, but this is a little bit more focused. So, one way to look at this is kind of look at your business layout and your title, whatever your title is. Most titles have a minimum in their business. And then there's also some great pointers as far as minimums for extra incentives or hitting a certain level in a party or just keeping your pay rate, whatever that is for your title. So when you're trying to figure out what your focus is for each month, kind of look at all of those little things, and then that is going to give you a great idea as to where to set your focus and your minimum for the month. So we're just going to dive right in, all right? So having this focus really is going to help you hit your goals each month, maintain consistency, and grow a consistent business a little bit over each and every month. It's also going to give you something to work towards, which is really great when you're owning your own business, because without it, you just kind of flounder and go through the days. But if you have a focus and you've got a consistent idea of what you want to work on, it's going to give you actionable steps to work on every single day. So once you've figured out what your focus is dollar amount wise, then you can kind of start breaking it down, okay? So this focus and this dollar amount, this is your baseline. And so this is your first level that you're trying to hit. And so anything above this is just an added bonus and can really be kind of like a rock star goal that you've hit or something that you've done above and beyond that can really just benefit you in no other way than a great paycheck and any extra incentives. So first, when you're sitting down to focus on this, figure out what those requirements are for different levels and pay rates and so on and so forth. And then you're going to set your goal. Then you're going to kind of break down your goal by week and then by day. So for example, if you've got $1,000 minimum that you want to hit that month, then you're going to work on $250 a week, because we've broken it down into 4 weeks. And then we're going to break that $250 down by day, Monday through Friday. So it's about $50 a day is what we're working towards. So that can help you kind of figure out how many people to reach out to each day. And then you're going to, multiply that times 5 to get your weekly amount. But this helps you figure out the number of people to put on your potential prospect list. And this is a list that can be done just as your follow-up. You're reaching out to share the specials, any incentives, anything that is going on that you think a customer would really like and really want to have access to. So this is kind of how you're breaking down your focus, and then you're also building it back up as the month goes on and as you complete those different steps in your goals, okay? My suggestion is always to contact 5 to 10 people a week so that you are constantly in front of people, you're constantly sharing. It's not something that is real hard to do because you're doing it every single day. This is just a part of your business day. Spending 15 minutes doing this can truly make a difference in your business and can really help you get those orders to build up to that minimum or that focus that you've got for your month. When you're setting your focus and your minimum, take into account the things that you have going on in your life, whether it be vacations or the holidays or extra sporting events or even extra events that you've got going on. Take all of that into consideration and the number of parties and outdoor events that you've got as well. This is a great way to stay consistent in your business and to eventually see the results of your consistent behavior. When you work sporadically, your sales are sporadic, but when you're working consistently, you can see the growth over the month of the sales that are coming in because you're doing the work to garner those sales, and you really can see it come to fruition when you get that paycheck for all of those sales. So when I sit down to do it, I am setting my baseline for the month according to my title, but then I'm also doing it according to just what my family needs from me. I know what that looks like, and I've been doing it long enough to know about what that looks like sales-wise, and then I can break it down. I'm sitting down on the 25th of the previous month, and I am setting that goal. I'm writing that goal, and I'm putting it on my computer so I see it every single day, and then I'm breaking that goal down into weekly and then daily activities for me to work on. And I'm writing those into my planner, and I am being consistent when I'm sitting down to working, and I am making sure that those daily and weekly goals add up to that monthly big goal that I need to hit for myself for my monthly focus. When the first hits, I'm ready for that month. I'm just not starting that month on the first, but I'm already ready. I have prepped my work days. I have prepped my daily activities, my weekly outline of what things look like, and I know what I need to work on. I have my prospect list filled out and ready to go. I know who I'm going to contact, so I've already had a chance to start thinking about those conversations, when I'm going to reach out to them, how I'm going to reach out to them, and hopefully what that looks like. I am ready to go on the first. I'm not sitting down on the first. I have already had a few days before the first to really think about my business and how that month is going to turn out. And I want to make sure that I'm always hitting my baseline for any bonus products, incentives, so on and so forth. Those are free items that I want to make sure I'm not leaving on the table. So when I am setting that minimum and that focus, I am taking those into account. And I have come up with a game plan and I have figured out the action steps that need to happen to take me to get those incentives that I am not leaving on the table. They're free. There's absolutely no reason to not use those for at least your very baseline focus for your month. So when I am sitting down to working, I'm intentional with my time. I'm really purposeful, and my focus for that day in work goes back to my monthly goal so that I can bring in the amount that is needed for my family and I during my paychecks. All right. So when you're sitting down to think about what this looks like, think about what the month needs to happen. What needs to happen for you and your why of your business? What is the focus for you in your business? And then you can set that big goal and then break it down into weeks and then days. And then you can take those actionable steps and really write them out and have them ready to go so that when you are ready on the first to start your month, you truly are ready and you're not just sitting down to start thinking about your month. You're ready to go on the first so that you have the full 30 to 31 days of that month to work on your business. So your call to action for today, okay, and I hope that you have your handout here. If you don't have your handout, you can go to CourtneyandAdams.com and you can put your email in the very bottom right-hand box and it will send you out an email handout with all of the information. You can go back and watch the previous videos and take notes. They'll always be available once they've been made available, so you can watch those whenever, but it's a great way to get your handout. It's all free. So your call to action is to set your baseline for each month for the next 3 to 4 months, and your baseline can totally change. That's fine. Be realistic with yourself and then stretch yourself just a little bit. We want to go ahead and dream big and kind of get uncomfortable and kind of stretch us a little bit. But don't stretch yourself so much that if you don't hit that goal that you get really discouraged. So make it something that's actionable and realistic for yourself. Then your homework is you're going to share your baseline with somebody. That's right. You're going to get uncomfortable and you're going to share what your baseline is for this month and then the next 3 months. Share that with somebody so that you can be held accountable. Put your baseline amount somewhere that you'll see it every single day. So mine just goes on a sticky note on my computer. It's real fancy, and it just goes there and it hangs out there for the month, and then I change it out the next month. But I also write it in my planner so that I can go back and look at it and be reminded of what I had set my goals for if I'm needing some inspiration or encouragement. Okay, you can also just do a daily phone alarm to remind yourself. What a great way to be encouraged and inspired every morning as you roll out of bed, right? Then start putting into place what you need to work on monthly to make that baseline happen, okay? So fill out your prospect list, break down your monthly goal into weekly and daily goals, start working on reaching out, and start filling out your planner so that you know exactly what you're gonna do work-wise, okay? And then I've got here for you, what are 3 things that you can do to hit this level this month, okay? So you've got 3 things here. And those are, just think about what you could do in your month to make sure that you're hitting your baseline and your focus. This will really keep you kind of on track and keep you reminded of what you've got going on when your month does get hard, because it's going to sometimes. And you might not feel like you can hit that goal, but if you get to the last 5 days of the month and you are just a couple orders away, you are going to work so hard to hit that baseline so that you can be really extra proud of yourself and so that you can tell the person that you shared that baseline with that you did it. Thanks for joining in. I hope this really helps. I can't wait to join with you on my public page tomorrow as we discuss this and we share our goals. So come and join us over on Courtney Adams on my public page, and I would love to have you join us. Thanks so much. Have a great one.